Attrition Lobby, and finally in Game 7, if it gets
scratches.
that far, is Extraction Pinnacle. I was never good at writing. I apologize. I'll try and make big cursive letters
your
for you.
Your 4s and 5s look the same. That's not a good sign. Stop that final res there and really took out the guy who was doing the res.
Not so good with numbers. Great with a rifle. All right, easy.
Or so you're told.
So I'm told.
So we're looking at right now Pure in front of us, setting up, and in the distance you can see EXT over there for final boss.
And just look at their faces right now. These guys,
they don't look too into it, do they?
They look like they're giving up. Final boss, smiling, they're comfortable.
I spoke to Walshy before I sat down. I was like, you know, are we going to make it 2 tournaments here at MLG? I was like, I don't want to jinx it, but is that what's happening? He's like, dude, you're not jinxing it. That's just reality. So he's pretty confident. I think he feels pretty good about maybe getting himself not only a Shadowrun tournament, but maybe a Halo 2.
I think that would be a first ever in MLG history.
You haven't
one of
pulled it
our
off?
pro players winning multiple competitions in one weekend. Now, if we could get up either Oldby or EXT this time coming around, we saw enough of Walshy that last time, and he's just brutal.
Yeah,
I want to get a look at some of these other players.
I'd like to see EXT. I think EXT is the man. Really, really good play from him. He's really exciting to watch. He's always working the angle. He's always behind somebody. He knows the game so well. It's fun to watch a guy who really understands the game that well.
What's that? Give me an Ogre 2. All right, the colors are off on a few of our cameras here. We're going to take a look at Ogre 2. It's going fantastic for final boss. For Pure, it's not going so well.
Oh, so right now set up, waiting for them to get started here in the next map. Looks like we're missing somebody from Pure. I think that's Redeemer.
That is Redeemer, the troll. Maybe they're talking strat, you know.
They don't look like it. I think they're just waiting for him. Maybe something wrong with his mic or something. They had trouble earlier with that machine, I think.
All right. Oldby unable to snipe Walshy all last round. Now, we saw him dominate Secret Weapon with that sniper rifle. They were running 2 trolls at him, and he was sniping 2 at a time.
Walshy owning Redeemers on every single encounter those two had, whether it be with the Strangle or whether it be with the minigun. They just absolutely dominating him every opportunity.
And if I'm Redeemer, I'm going to start going after Walshy's other 3 teammates. You know, I'm not going to try and battle this guy.
Well,
let me get
gotta beat the best to win.
Take down the other 3 players and then move in as a team on this last guy.
And what do you think Walsh's going to do? Sit around and watch? I mean, come on, he's going to stop him. So come on, there's no way.
Hopefully, this round we'll see all of Pure by Strangle.
All right,
just go after Walshy.
Be honest now. It's 3-0. Do you think they have a chance? Do you think Pure can do it?
No.
All right.
Well, not here,
right here.
Not here in Chicago. I'd like to see it in Orlando, Pure. But hey, now's your time to prove me wrong.
So right now setting up for the 4th game here. Again, a best of 7. The team from Final Boss up 3 rounds already. Only need is 1 more, and we're ready. Why don't you run down the rest of the maps and tell me if there's an opportunity for Pure to do it, how is it going to happen?
I think it is here on Power Station Attrition. Now, Pure has the better spawn, in my opinion. That's the lineage spawn. They're going to be outside, while Final Boss is going to go inside. They are very dangerous. Or Pure can be very dangerous if they give Oldby a sniper and just have him sit outside. If they can get in and get the artifact outside and force Final Boss out, then, you know, the passiveness, rather than charging into the base after EXT and Walshy, they have a much better chance at a distance.
So let me ask you then, what is your favorite map on Shadowrun?
My favorite map is Pinnacle. I love how
we haven't seen many Pinnacles matches. Earlier we were seeing a lot more. We haven't seen one so far. We're going to have to wait a while before we see a Pinnacle one, aren't we?
Well, we saw Pinnacle in the loser bracket final where it was actually Game 3 where we saw Pure beat Secret Weapon.
But against this matchup, we'd have to wait for a Game 7 before we'd see Pinnacle.
Right. We did see it in the winners bracket final. So the first game that Final Boss did play against Pure. So now
that went decidedly in favor of Final Boss the first time.
It was kind of rough. But these guys have not faced off against each other in Power Station.
Well, the thing is, too, that I think we've seen a lot of excellent work by Final Boss reacting. They lost that first map, but you know what? They changed their strategies up. They did a great job. I think EXT is a big reason for that, too. He understands the game so well, he can get them back into a game. If they lose a round, he can analyze why and help them figure it out.
And here is Final Boss. They're all 4 running into the base right away. And it is exactly what we talked about. Avenged is grabbing the artifact and running straight back to their base.
I think this is an excellent strategy.
I think they can hear us. No, just kidding.
They're doing what Final Boss did to them the last run, grabbing the artifact and forcing FB to be aggressive, and I think that's going to pay off.
Now, I don't understand the strategy really for. Oh, look at this. We have a stacking. You see.
Oh wow.
You see just the rifling of players trying to jump on top here. A great attrition strategy. I have not seen this before.
Yeah, they were trying to hide the artifact up top and basically keep it away from the other team.
So the goal was to jump on top of each other's head, get to a part of the map where Final Boss wouldn't be able to teleport to, wouldn't be able to gust jump up to. Unfortunately, they missed their jump, their opportunity to get away, and now you're fighting long range.
You know, this almost feels a little bit to me like desperation. You're trying to pull a strategy out that no one's used before in order to win a round.
No one's ever seen most of the strategies here in Shadowrun, so these guys are maybe becoming trendsetters.
Maybe, but at the same time, you know, you're in a situation where you're down a lot of rounds. Winning a fluke round like this isn't going to change momentum. You need to go up and just beat them. You need to go in and just beat Walshy and these guys. You need to show them that you can play with them, and right now they haven't been able to do that.
To be honest, Trevor, I was incredibly impressed by the
it's a great strategy.
By the logic of the strategy.
No, it is.
Opening strat. I don't think you need to go up against these guys and just outslam them. If you can outsmart them, a win is a win. Players trying to jump on top here. A great attrition strategy. I have not seen this before.
Yeah, they were trying to hide the artifact up top and basically keep it away from the other team.
So the goal was to jump on top of each other's head, get to a part of the map where Final Boss wouldn't be able to teleport to, wouldn't be able to gust jump up to. Unfortunately, they missed their jump, their opportunity to get away, and now you're fighting long range.
You know, this almost feels a little bit to me like desperation. You're trying to pull a strategy out that no one's used before in order to win a round.
No one's ever seen most of the strategies here in Shadowrun, so these guys are maybe becoming trendsetters.
Maybe, but at the same time, you know, you're in a situation where you're down a lot of rounds. Winning a fluke round like this isn't going to change momentum. You need to go up and just beat them. You need to go in and just beat Walshy and these guys. You need to show them that you can play with them, and right now they haven't been able to do that.
To be honest, Trevor, I was incredibly impressed by the
it's a great strategy.
By the logic of the strategy.
No, it is.
Opening strat. I don't think you need to go up against these guys and just outslam them. If you can outsmart them, a win is a win.
I'll give you that, but they didn't win, so
that
didn't work out.
All right, so maybe they need to practice their jumping and then maybe get a glider.
Again,
yes.
I think you can help them out with that. I think you're doing lessons.
Yes, lessons. Once again, it's pucketmcpuckett.com, the fake website where I do not give lessons, but you guys can check it out anyway.
You know, whoever owns that website is making a ton of traffic off you. You should charge commission.
You're welcome, buddy. All right. And now we see Final Boss going up top with the rifles. We got Chillax, the human, for Pure going inside as well as Avenged. And Final Boss, they're just going to take the high ground here to force you to fight their game.
Yeah, one question I have to you is about the races. Notice that both teams are running the same race strategies. Why do you think that is, and what do you think about that? I mean, go ahead and explain.
It's the balance. If you're playing with a team like Final Boss who likes to be in your face, there's going to be a lot of death. And you want to have two elves where they can get the quick reses off. Where a lot of more passive teams, they will stick to the humans and dwarves using trees and forcing their opponents to charge them.
We've seen some teams use two trolls as well in order to be aggressive, ultra-attacking style. But like you said, in two teams that are very passive like this, they got to use the elves for reses. They play back. Oh, nice shot going up to over two, owning Obi up the ladder right there. But again, two reses from the elves, a troll for the aggressive offense,
and look how he just
and the human for the
positions himself to take out Avenged. He only hit him twice, but Avenged is now bleeding here in these behind the train station here. Now Ogre's going to charge him here with the SMG, trying to sneak up on Avenged, but Avenged somehow got out of there.
He ran over,
And now the troll's coming. If I'm over two, I'm going through the ground. Or around. Ogre,
get out of
no fear, charging in on Chillax.
Only blood out of her.
EXT takes down a Redeemer, and EXT picks up a second kill on Chillax there. So Ogre 2 with 3 kills, EXT with 6. Those elves, those fast guys, out